This is Tony T here for Tony'sPicks.com with our NBA Pick Show for Friday, November 7th. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on our channel for myself and our team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great channel to subscribe to. Hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to long-term passes. Guys like Sean Higgs, DeAndre, Brian. Guys you know from our live shows as well as our YouTube videos. Kevin Thomas has been red hot up there on the leaderboard as well. Ron Crawford, Chris, Alaninos, Sandro as well. Latest premium pictures on the page with best bets and more will be locked and loaded for this card here on Friday. And our promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15%. The link is in the description to get signed up. So let's go ahead and let's get this one underway. Celtics and the Magic going off here on Friday. Tatum and Hillman are out for Boston. Moritz Wagner still out for Orlando. Boston now 4-5 with a 136-107 home victory against Washington. Celtics shot 55%, 39% from three. Jaylen Brown 35 points, 5 assists. Josh Minott chipped in 21 points and 5 rebounds. Boston allowed 49% shooting to the Wizards, 33% from three. Orlando 3-5 with a 127-112 road defeat to Atlanta. Magic shot 43%, 32% from three. Paulo Banchero, 22 points, 11 rebounds. Tristan da Silva came off the bench, 20 points, 4 rebounds. Orlando allowed 56% shooting in the game, 43% from three. Orlando 1-2 at home as they average 102 points per 100 possessions, plus a minus 4.5 net rating. Despite a fast pace of play, Boston 2-2 on the road, averaging 114 points per 100 possessions, a plus 4 net rating. Celtics on the road allowing 40% shooting, 32% from three. Orlando at home hitting 44%, 28% from beyond the arc. The Magic has failed to cover all three at home. We'll take Boston here plus 3.5. Cavaliers and Wizards for Friday. Ball, Strus, and Wade are out for Cleveland. Hunter is probable. Coulibaly is out for Washington. Cleveland improved to 5-3 with a 132-121 home victory against Philadelphia. The Cavs shot 53%, 41% from three. Donovan Mitchell, 46 points, 8 assists. Jared Allen chipped in 24 points and 10 boards. Cleveland allowed 49% shooting to the Sixers, 39% from three. Washington 1-7 after a 136-107 road defeat at Boston. The Wizards shot 49%, 33% from three, and 19 turnovers. Alex Sarr had 31 points, 8 rebounds. Justin Chapangane here, 12 points and 6 boards. Washington allowed 55% shooting to the Cavs, 39% from three. Cleveland 2-2 on the road as they score and allow 113 points per 100 possessions. Washington 0-3 at home as they allow 123 points per 100 possessions, a minus 19 net rating. Cleveland on the road allowing 44% shooting. Washington at home allowing 49% shooting, 38% from three. They turned it over and are a poor rebounding team at home. The Wizards have failed to cover 7 of 8 and are outscored by 20 points per game over their past 5. Pick here, Cleveland minus 13. Pistons and the Nets going off on Friday it is, sorry. Harris, Ivey, and Sasser are out for Detroit with LeVert questionable. Highsmith, Powell, and Thomas are out for Brooklyn with Mann probable. We have Detroit now 6-2 after a 114-103 home victory against Utah. The Pistons shot 49%, 37% from three. Cade Cunningham, 31 points, 10 assists. Jalen Duren with 22 points, 22 rebounds. Detroit held Utah to 38% shooting, 31% from three. Brooklyn now 1-7 after a 112-103 road victory in Indiana. The Nets shot 42%, 35% from three. Michael Porter with 32 points, 11 rebounds. Nick Claxton chipped in 18 points and 10 boards. Brooklyn allowed 41% shooting to the Pacers, 36% from three. Brooklyn 0-4 at home as they allow 125 points per 100 possessions with a minus 12 net rating. Detroit on the road 2-1 as they allow 109 points per 100 possessions, a plus 2.5 net rating. The Pistons on the road allowing 42% shooting, only hitting 35% here from three. Brooklyn at home hitting 45%, 31% from beyond the arc. You know, the Thomas injury will impact scoring for the Nets. We'll take Detroit and Brooklyn under 226.5. Rockets and Spurs going off here on action for Friday. What am I doing here? It's Friday here, guys. VanVleet and Finney-Smith are out for Houston with Adams and questionable. Fox, Harper, and Cornette are out for San Antonio. Olenek and Silcon are questionable. I usually do the videos the night before, but today I had to do them day of. That's why I thrown off a little bit here. Houston improved to 5-2 after a 124-109 road win at Memphis. Rockets shot 48%, 43% for three. Amin Thompson here, 28 points, 10 rebounds. Alperen Sengun, 20 points, 16 boards. Houston allowed 38% shooting to the Grizzlies, 33% from three. San Antonio here 5-2 with a 118-116 road defeat to the Lakers. Spurs shot 49%, 39% for three. Victor Wembanyama here with 19 points, 8 rebounds. Stephen Castle, 16 points, 8 assists. San Antonio allowed 45% shooting, 32% from three. Houston has won 3 of 4 on the road as their tops in offensive efficiency by averaging 123 points per 100 possessions, a plus 13.3 net rating. San Antonio here at home 3-0 as they're averaging 117 points per 100 possessions, a plus 10.5 net rating. The Rockets on the road shooting 51% with 44% from three. San Antonio at home hitting 50%, 41% for three. The Rockets 4-0 to the over on the road. We'll take Houston and San Antonio over 224. Raptors and Hawks going off on Friday. Toronto, a clean injury report. Young and Dursic are out for Atlanta. And we got Toronto 4-4 with a 128-100 home victory against Milwaukee. The Raptors shot 48%, 45% for three. Scotty Barnes, 23.6 assists. RJ Barrett, 23 points, 8 rebounds. Toronto held Milwaukee to 43% shooting, 29% for three. Atlanta now 4-4 after a 127-112 home victory against Orlando. The Hawks shot 56%, 43% for three. Zakari Risacher, 21 points and 4 rebounds. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's chipped in 20 points and 2 assists. We got Atlanta 1-2 at home as they allow 119 points per 100 possessions and playing at a fast pace. The Raptors at home averaging 115 points per 100 possessions with a plus half net rating and playing fast. Toronto on the road shooting 50% and allowing 49%. Atlanta at home allowing 122 points per game with 49% shooting. Pick here will be Toronto-Atlanta over 235.5. Bulls and Bucks going off on Friday. White, Collins are out for with the Sunmo questionable for Chicago. Porter is out with Prince questionable for Milwaukee. Chicago now 6-1 after a 113-111 home victory against Philadelphia. The Bulls shot 47%, 38% from three. Josh Giddey, 29 points at triple-double. Nikola Vucevic, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Chicago allowed 43% shooting to the Sixers, 37% from three. Milwaukee fell to 5-3, a 128-100 road defeat on a back-to-back at Toronto. The Bucks shot 43%, 29% from three. Giannis, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma with 18 points and 3 boards. That's coming off the bench. Milwaukee allowed 48% shooting, 45% from three. Chicago 1-1 on the road as they allow 180 points per 100 possessions, a plus half net rating. Milwaukee at home averaging 125 points per 100 possessions, a plus 7.5 net rating. They sit 3-1 at home. Milwaukee shooting 53%, 42% from three at home, and allowing 46% shooting overall with really good three-point defense. They have covered 3 of 4 at home. Pick here Milwaukee -4. Mavericks and Grizzlies going off on Friday. Exum, Irving, and Lively are out for Dallas with Davis doubtful. Clark, Edey, Jerome, Pippen out for Memphis. We had Dallas now 2-6 after their 101-99 home defeat to New Orleans. The Mavericks shot 42%, 31% for three. Cooper Flagg, 20 points, 9 rebounds. P.J. Washington, 15 points, 11 boards. Dallas allowed 43% shooting, 32% for three. Memphis drops to 3-6 after their 124-109 home defeat to Houston. The Grizzlies shot 38%, 33% for three. John Morant with 19 points, 2 rebounds. Cam Spencer came off the bench, 19 points, 2 assists. Memphis allowed 48% shooting to the Rockets, 43% from three. Memphis has lost 4 of 6 at home as they average 112 points per 100 possessions with a -4.5 net rating and playing fast. Dallas 0-1 on the road, averaging 100 points per 100 possessions, a -7 net rating. The Mavs are shooting 44%, 31% from three. Grizzlies allowing 49% shooting, 38% from beyond the arc with really poor shooting. The Mavs have failed to cover 5 straight, getting outscored by 8 points per game. Pick here Memphis -4.5. Hornets and Heat going off on Friday. Green, Miller, and Williams are out for Charlotte. Ball is questionable with Sexton probable. Charlotte is 3-5 after a 116-112 road defeat to New Orleans. The Hornets shot 48%, 34% from 3, and 19 turnovers. Miles Bridges here with 22 points, 8 rebounds. We've got here in the game here, Constantinople, 20 points, 12 boards. Charlotte allowed 48% shooting, 45% from 3. Miami now 4-4 with a 122-112 road defeat to Denver. The Heat shot 44%, 34% from 3. Norman Powell, 23 points, 2 rebounds. Andrew Wiggins, 22 points, 5 assists. Miami allowed 43% shooting to the Nuggets, 28% from 3. Charlotte has lost 3 of 4 on the road as they allow 118 points per 100 possessions with a minus 1.5 net rating and playing fast. Miami 2-0 at home as they average 121 points per 100 possessions, a plus 15.5 net rating and playing at the second fastest pace at home. Charlotte on the road allowing 49% shooting, 42% from 3. Miami at home hitting 50%, 40% from beyond the arc, and they defend well. The Heat covered both home games. Pick here Miami minus 5. Jazz and Timberwolves for Friday. Nang out for Utah. Kessler out for the season with a shoulder surgery. Edwards and Shannon are questionable for Minnesota. We got Utah 3-5 after their 114-103 road defeat to Detroit. The Jazz shot for 38%, 31% from 3. Sviv Mihalik, 28 points, 2 rebounds. Lauri Markkanen chipped in 25 points and 4 boards. Utah allowed 49% shooting in the game, 37% from 3. Minnesota now 4-4 after a 137-114 road defeat to the Knicks. The T-Wolves shot 48% from 3. Julius Randle, 32 points, 5 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo, 21 points and 4 assists. Minnesota allowed 54% shooting, 45% from 3. Minnesota's lost 2 of 3 at home as they allow 117 points per 100 possessions, a minus 3.3 net rating. Utah has dropped 4 of 5 on the road, averaging 102 points per 100 possessions, a minus 12 net rating. Utah shooting 41%, 29% from 3 on the road and putting up 102 points per game. Minnesota at home hitting 50%, 41% from beyond the arc, and scoring 117 points per game. Utah playing at a slow pace on the road. The Jazz 5-0 the under on the road. Pick here Utah and Minnesota under 231.5. Warriors and Nuggets going off here on Friday. Curry and Melton are out for Golden State. Butler is questionable and Green probable. Najee probable for Denver. We got Golden State now 5-4 after a 121-116 road defeat on a back-to-back against Sacramento. The Warriors shot 45%, 40% from 3, and 18 turnovers. Will Richard in the game, 30 points and 7 boards. Moses Moody chipped in 28 points and 3 assists. Golden State allowed 49% shooting, 48% for 3. Denver now 5-2 with a 122-112 home victory against Miami. The Nuggets shot 43%, 28% from 3. Nikola Jokic, 33 points, a triple-double. Aaron Gordon, 24 points, 6 boards. Denver allowed 44% shooting, 34% from 3. Golden State's lost 4 of 5 on the road as they allow 115 points per 100 possessions with a minus 5 net rating. Denver 4-0 at home as they post 121 points per 100 possessions, a plus 13 net rating. Denver shooting 50% at home and put up 127 points a game. Golden State hitting 37% from 3 on the road, but allowing 50% shooting, 38% from beyond the arc. Golden State 4-1 the over on the road. Pick here Golden State and Denver over 228.5. Thunder and the Kings going off here on Friday. Topic Wiggins, Kenrich Williams, and Jalen Williams are out for OKC. That's a good Jalen Williams. Murray is out with Sabonis questionable for Sacramento. We got OKC 8-1 after a 121-119 road defeat at Portland. They were on a back-to-back there. And 3 games in 4 nights. The Thunder shot 42%, 39% from 3. SGA 35 points, 9 rebounds. Aaron Wiggins produced 27 points and 2 assists. OKC allowed 41% shooting, 44% from 3. Sacramento now 3-5 with a 121-116 home victory against Golden State. The Kings shot 49%, 48% from 3. DeMar DeRozan threw 25 points and 2 assists. Russell Westbrook 23 points, a triple-double. Sacramento allowed 45% shooting in the game, 40% from 3. Sacramento's won 2 of 3 at home as they average and allow 111 points per 100 possessions. OKC has won 4 of 5 on the road as they average 116 points per 100 possessions, a plus 9.5 net rating. OKC on the road hitting 46%, 35% from 3, while giving up 38%. from beyond the arc. The Kings at home shooting 47% and 44% from three. Thunder, they do have a losing spread record on the road. We'll take Sacramento plus 11. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Lots of free picks on our channel for myself and team of cappers here at Tony'sPicks.com, making it a great channel to subscribe to. Hit us with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And then visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best bets. Our premium plays are there. And our promo code TonyT at checkout knocks off that 15%. Link is in the description to get signed up. That will do it for now. I'm Tony T, and we'll talk with you guys later.